We are Retro Rivals, and you are watching The Old Ass Retro Gamer.
It's Taintacular!
Hey everybody, Chris, the Old Ass Retro Gamer here, and I'm doing something completely different. I am going to be doing an entire month of videos. A video a day, that's right. 31 videos. I might be crazy. And why am I doing this? A lot of times at night, when I'm laying in bed, trying to fall asleep, I'll put on a YouTube video. Something I haven't seen, something I have seen, something that might make me fall asleep because it's boring. You know, it doesn't really matter, usually just something that pops up in my feed. I also have the autoplay function on, so once one video ends, another one that's suggested for me gets played right afterwards and just keeps doing that until I turn my damn TV off. So one night I fell asleep watching YouTube in bed, and when my alarm went off in the morning, it was a video from My Life in Gaming that was playing on my television, and it was this video game music challenge video. The idea behind that was every day for an entire month you would talk about a video game music topic and make a video about it. So I was like, that's kind of cool. I didn't know this video exists. I've been subscribed to My Life in Gaming for years. I've never seen this video before. It inspired me to do something similar. So when I decided that I was going to do the video game music challenge, which was probably summer 2021, I thought it was a really cool idea, and I was actually planning on doing it. I started talking to people to get me bumpers and all that kind of stuff for the beginning of each video. The problem was, the more I thought about it, the more I realized that the video game music challenge had kind of played itself out last year. It just didn't sit well with me. So I was like, I still want to do this month-long series of videos. I haven't made a lot of edited content for my channel recently. I've made one edited video, I think, this entire year so far. The rest have been live streams. And I thought it was a good challenge. I need to get back into the swing of things when it comes to edited content. Then what better way to do it than to make a whole slew of videos in a row? Will I burn myself out on this? Probably. And I probably won't make another edited video for all of 2022, for all I know. Or it might just inspire me to get off my butt and start doing more edited content for the channel. We shall see. So instead of doing the video game music challenge, I said, what can I do instead? What's one of the focuses of this channel? Video games and movies combined. Why not do one about licensed games? So I came up with the Licensed Video Game Challenge. 31 days of videos all about licensed games. Not just movies, we're talking television shows, anime, music, toys, other games. You know, the sky is the limit. I had a little bit of trouble coming up with topics. I kind of ran out of steam about halfway through. Started to ask some of my friends, Game Grinder and Jason from Corpse Flood Gaming, for some topic ideas, and I got a few, and it inspired me to fill out the rest of my list. As someone who has made it part of their collecting goal to get as many licensed games as I possibly can, this topic is super on brand for me. I have everything set. Let's go. Day one, the Licensed Video Game Challenge. A Nightmare on Elm Street on the NES. Yes, I did talk about this in my top 10 NES games video. I don't care. I love this game so much I had to talk about it again. So when this game was first released in 1989, I didn't really know anything about it. I did like licensed games back then. I wasn't as big into them as I am now, so I kind of let it pass me by because I had played, you know, Back to the Future and a bunch of the LJN games, which this is in that camp, and a lot of them left a bad taste in my mouth, and I was not really looking forward to spending what little money I did have to spend on games on something I'm probably not going to like. So when it came to video games based on movies and stuff like that back then, when I was basically buying games with my allowance or whatnot, I was really picky, and I just ignored this game completely, even though I am a huge Nightmare on Elm Street fan.
To beat my high score.
The first time I actually played this was I went to my friend Charlie's house. He's been in a few of my streams. You might know him. He goes by Epic Die Studio. He had rented this, I do believe, and I went over to his house, and we played two-player. And while it was crazy, because playing this game two-player, it's easy to lose focus and look at the other player's character and just fall to your death and run into something and die. But I liked the idea behind it. I really enjoyed the music. The graphics are really cool. I like the idea that it was a four-player game, even though I never wanted to play it four-player, like, ever, after playing the two-player game. So eventually, when I got back into collecting later on in the 90s, I found a copy of this game, and I played through it, and holy crap, this game is super fun. It really does some awesome things with the license. It basically copies the formula of Nightmare on Elm Street 3, in which the character you're playing as has dream powers like the kids did in that movie. But it is a side-scrolling platformer. You play as a bunch of kids looking for Freddy's bones. Every stage is about you collecting a certain amount of bones before you fight a Freddy boss monster. Some of them are based on forms that Freddy has taken in the films. Some of them are just made up, like Freddy with a white sheet over his head flying around thinking he's a ghost. I don't know. And eventually you need to get his bones to the boiler room and throw them in the furnace and fight Freddy one final time. And then, of course, at the end of the game, there is the, or is he dead? Oh, shocker. Probably not. It would have been cool if we got a sequel, though. I would have really appreciated that. I love Rare as a developer. Rare developed this game. Wasn't really big into them back in the day, even though I did like Battletoads and a couple of other games that they had developed. I really didn't realize it was them at the time. I didn't really pay attention to that sort of thing back then. David Wise's awesome music just bumps up the awesome factor. It plays well. It could have been tweaked just a little bit. Kind of the floaty jumping mechanics are kind of like, sometimes you just jump to your death for no reason. And the knockback is pretty severe when you get hit. For a horror license game, this is better than it had any right to be as far as I was concerned. I liked Friday the 13th, but it was really kind of cryptic at times and all that, and this is just super straightforward. Just punch the things that are coming at you, get your dream power-ups, pick up the bones, get to the end boss, rinse and repeat. I love this game. I love it a lot, which is why I keep talking about it on the channel. And to me, it looks like this game has been getting a lot more respect over the years. More people I see streaming it around Halloween time. More people are realizing that it is not this crappy game just because the Angry Video Game Nerd made fun of it in one of his videos. He has said that he is picking these games just so he can rag on them. He doesn't actually think most of them are shitty. He's just picking on what he doesn't like about it. Plus, it's kind of awesome to have a very R-rated film franchise get a video game on the kid-friendly NES. We will talk about that point a lot later on in this series. So there you are, day one. My favorite horror license game. Stay tuned for tomorrow, new topic, and for every day that follows. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to this. I hope you all enjoy what you see. If you enjoy seeing this licensed video game challenge, feel free to do your own. Make it one contained video and just do all the topics in one. Do individual videos, I don't care. I think it would be great to see more people talking about licensed games in a more positive light. Sure, there will be some negative topics mixed in these videos, but for the most part, I'm talking about my favorite licensed games. So if you feel the need, feel free, tag me, let me know, send me a message on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, my Discord, which I never use, and let me know your picks, even in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. So until tomorrow, I am Chris, the Old Ass Retro Gamer, signing off.